Now, it all started with a pig's bladder.
Centuries ago.
No offsides.
No posts.
The rules were simple, there weren't any.
Indeed, just hoof the ball as far as you can.
Old-style football is alive and kicking at Winchester College, Mike Bushell reports.
This is what's known as the hot, and you score points in this game by crossing worms, or taking the ball across worms in the hot. Sound confused? Well, I'm sure the FA wouldn't allow such cruelty to animals today. Things were very different 150 years ago.
That's when Winchester football started, and worms is actually the ancient name for the goal line. The objective was simple: get the ball across the worms by any means. There was no FA or FIFA to regulate matches. You made the rules up as you went along. The game here may have been modified since, but this is perhaps still the closest relative we've got to the original versions of rugby and football.
Old forms of football were just played between villages and there were no rules. And the winner was the first to get the ball, which was some sort of inflated pig's bladder or something, to the church door of the other village or whatever it might be. So GBH or worse was quite common, I think, during the playing of these games.
Thankfully, when the game was introduced to Winchester College, GBH and other nasty tactics were banned, and some rules were introduced. But the principles are still the same. It combines both rugby and soccer. You can kick the ball or pick it up and run with it, or simply scrap for it in a so-called hot, which is the equivalent of the modern-day rugby scrum.
There's no tactics, it's just run to the ball, kick it as hard as you can, and try and stop the ball as well with your face, any part of your body, really.
People have said it's a bit like tennis because you kick it back and forth, but I don't know, it doesn't really have any comparisons at all.
Today, this is the only place in the world the game's played, and there's always plenty of goals.
Well, you know, the best thing about this game is that there's no goalposts to worry about. You can't miss. Get the ball across the line and you've scored. I think it's a real shame that rugby and football went their separate ways, because just imagine you could have Will Carling and Alan Shearer playing on the same team. Time now, though, for a long hot bath and reflect on that equalising goal. 28-all it finished.
It's Mike Bushell there. I think his wife uses Brand X washing powder there.